How's it going, everyone? It's GadgetsBoy. Welcome to another video, and here we are inside the brand new 2021 Jaguar F-Pace SVR. And SVR, you don't need to know what acronyms are. You just need to know that this is a powerful machine and it's just full of fun, entertainment, loads of tech inside and out. And this thing is just pure power, pure speed on wheels, and it's just amazing. This is a 5-litre V8 engine vehicle from Jaguar. It's got loads of updates in terms of the infotainment systems. It's rocking the latest PIVI Pro, for example, which I'm actually happy to be inside of this car because this actually works well this time. I did a review in the I-Pace with an older PIVI Pro for electrifying.com, and I wasn't too happy with that one, but this one is impressive. We'll go through that in more details as we go through the car and stuff like that. Elsewhere, you are looking at 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 3.8 seconds, and that V8 engine just sounds amazing. It sounds really loud, and you just want to put your foot down. It's very eager when you put your foot down, and you can put into sports mode, and it does a lot more. Put into dynamic, and you're good to go, kind of thing. Elsewhere, you're looking at a top speed of 178 miles per hour. You're looking at 700 Newton meters of torque, and that's a lot of torque inside this thing. Jaguar says the seats as well has been updated, so it's a lot more comfortable, especially for longer rides. You've got loads of different ways to adjust the seats. I think it's like 21 seating adjustments that you can do, and there's loads of premium elements inside this car as well. You're talking about all the leather inside here, even this nice suede looking Alcantara leather material here. Looks amazing and feels really good. Even on the gear lever as well, this is nice and soft. It feels nice. It's got that SVR logo on it. You've got heads-up display as well, so you can actually keep your eyes on the road, especially for a fast car like this. You want to be able to keep your eyes on the road without getting distracted by anything else inside of the SVR. It's just an amazing car to drive. I've been driving it around town, around Windsor. We've gone through Chertsey, gone through Long Cross area kind of thing, and it's just really nice. Sounds amazing as well. You can even have a touch of a button, you can change the engine pitch noise as well that comes out the exhaust. It pops as well when you go through the gear shifts, and you just hear that nice popping sound that I really love to do. It makes you feel like a hooligan, this boy racer mode when you're driving around town. But when you want it to be quiet, just press it and it's a lot quieter than it normally would. But all in all, such a really nice drive experience. It grips the corners very well when you're driving through these windy roads around the countryside here. It just grips the corners very well. And then get it on the dual carriageway, you put your foot down, and oh my word, this thing is just amazing. I mean, listen to it. Woof. Loads of power in here. Look, I could spend all day talking about the performance and how well it drives on the road, whether you want to go really quickly, really fast, or you just want to drive normally and just be a normal citizen on the road. I could talk about that all day long, but what I really want to talk about here is the tech inside of this car. There's a lot going on here. So you've got the latest PIVI Pro, big display, and the instrument cluster as well as dynamic has got a big display as well. So you can adjust what you can actually see on this display in the center area. So you can go from having seen the mapping here, you can switch to driver assistant mode, or you can even switch to like media and so on. So you can change that to suit your preference. So right now I've got it on maps, so I can actually see where I'm going. But if I don't want to look down there, I've also got an extra display in the heads-up display, which means, in fact, in that area I can see my performance, or I don't know, driver assist system, and then on the heads-up display I can see my speed and my rev. In fact, when you put it into dynamic mode in the heads-up display, you start to see your RPM gauge in there as well. But once you put it into a comfort mode, that disappears, so it's more simplistic and minimal in terms of information that you actually get to see on there. On that PIVI Pro, it's very easy to navigate the system. You've got the settings that gives you all the quick settings option at all times, so you can change things like audio settings, for example, or even the screen layout. So you've got tile system, or you can have icons. I love the fonts. It's very minimal. I think this up-to-date design looks fantastic. This display's got a slight curvature to it as well. It's very thin. I just love it. I love what they've done here. And previously, this is something I wasn't able to say about Jaguars in general when it comes to infotainment system. But this update, I'm absolutely loving it. And here you got different updates as well to the button. So, for example, I don't know if you guys seen the I-Pace video that we did at electrifying.com. You can see the dial here. You got the push down to adjust the heated seats, or you can put it up. You can pull out to sort of adjust that fan speed as well, so you can adjust how much air is being blown at you inside the car, depending on if you're using the heating or using the air conditioning mode. It's got air purifying, air purification as well, so again it's good for someone like me who suffers from hay fever, so I can get my you know, the air in here nice and clean for driving around town, especially in the summer as well. So again, filters out things like pollen. So that's really good to have inside of the car. So that's something that's changing that area as well. This area here, you got capacitive touchscreen, touch area, but be careful though, don't press it, don't tap it thinking it's not working. You actually have to depress it a little bit. So press it down a little bit and then it'll work as well. Elsewhere, you got this, like I said earlier, you got a button here for your dynamic mode. This doesn't, so you can actually press it to go down, or you can press it to pop back up, and then you can rotate it to go to between dynamic for a bit more grunt. You can hear more loud, your engine sounds louder, the steering gets stiffer, and the suspension is a lot more sportier. And you can go across to comfort, you can go to eco, you can drive to rainy, icy, snow, and so on. So you can choose different driving mode depending on what sort of environment you're in. But I've been driving around in dynamic because I just want to enjoy the speed and the sound of the V8 engine. And we also got the gear shifter as well, which looks really snazzy. It's got the SVR logo on it, like I was saying earlier. And I love that little touch. That's a nice touch to it as well. In terms of sound system in here, for tech, you got Meridian Audio, and if you don't know about Meridian Audio, they're one of the best in the game. They do some amazing sound quality, sound system. I mean, so if you look at loads of like football players, for example, they have this sound system in their home cinemas because it just sounds fantastic. So elsewhere, we also have acoustic system here. So in terms of that, you're looking at active noise cancellation inside of the car, and with active noise cancellation, you are insulated in here, so it's hard to actually hear what's going on around you, which is really good. So if you're listening to a podcast, for example, you're not distracted by other perhaps SVRs on the road revving the car and being a hooligan and, you know, hearing that sound outside. So it keeps it nice and cushioned, which is really good. You've got sunroof here, which makes it feel bigger than it is, although there's plenty of space inside this car for both the passenger, the driver, and even those at the back as well. You got Apple CarPlay, you got Android Auto as well, compatibility, you got wireless charging mapped here, so that's up to date as well. You have plenty of connection ports as well. You got USB, so 4 USB ports and a USB-C as well, so that's up to date. So whether you're using one of those latest Android smartphone or Apple iPhone, for example, you can connect via USB-C or normal old school style and go 4 USB-A ports. You have plenty of safety features as well in terms of technology. So you have like lane departure warning, you got all sorts of like anti-collision system to prevent you from colliding with other people. It's just got plenty of options in that area. You got nice LED lights on the front, matrix LED lights. There are, you can set it to be adaptive as well. You got adaptive cruise control, which can adjust speed based on who's in front of you, the speed of the car in front of you, for example. You got radar system and all sorts of sensors that can read road traffic signs. And with that adaptive cruise control as well, you can also use it with speed adaptive. So in terms of road signs, so you read road sign, if it's 30 miles per hour, it would adjust your speed accordingly, so you're not getting speeding tickets and all that kind of stuff. Or it just helps you drive for longer in terms of resting your foot, so you're not constantly pressing the pedal to do that kind of stuff. But all in all, it's very premium in here. I love all the tech features. It's up to date as well. It feels premium. I love the leather material. Feels nice and comfortable, holds you into position because this is a sports seat, and it's all in one column as well. So the seat is fully integrated, so there's no separate headrest or anything like that. But it looks really good. One thing that's missing here is that digital head mirror. But to be honest with you, I prefer this version than the digital one, because when I use the digital head mirror, it sometimes takes me a bit of a time to adjust my eyes to the digital mirror. So every time I'm looking on the road and I look in the mirror, I'm constantly trying to adjust, my eyes are trying to adjust to the digital system. But that has its advantages as well. So if you have a digital head mirror, it means someone sitting at the back won't be blocking your view. So for example, the headrest in the middle seat at the back is currently high up, so it's blocking my view just a tad bit. But if that was a digital head mirror, I wouldn't have that problem. But otherwise, the visibility in this car is plenty. Your ride height is nice as well, which I really like. Sound system's great. And again, just like the performance of the car, I can go on and on and on about the technology inside of this car. I can spend all day just talking to you about the technology and how well this actually works as well. So user experience is great. The touchscreen is very responsive, so you don't have to keep bashing things, for example. So if you were to be driving, for example, and you need to quickly tap to answer a phone call, you don't have to worry about getting distracted. You can just press it, and it's very responsive. There's no haptic feedback though, although I don't know if that's something you can change in the settings, but as far as I know, there's no haptic feedback there. The sat nav itself, which has got the navigation pack, connected pack with the satellite navigation. If if I can get my words out. With that, it's also connected, so this is always up to date, and you can also get over-the-air updates as well, which is something that's pretty cool, and it's becoming just a standard thing, a norm in cars these days, so you don't have to keep going to the garage to get things updated. So whenever there's a software update, Jaguar can push it directly to your car and you're ready to go. This is connected as well, which I really like. Of course, the Jaguar F-Pace SVR is not just all about performance and all the technology, the all singing and dancing features, but it's also got plenty of space as well. So the boot behind me right here can actually fit so much in there. I reckon you can fit 2 large luggages, travel luggages there, and maybe a few, maybe 3 travel-on cases, or at least it fits a whole of me in there. I can comfortably lie down in there without the back seats actually laid flat. So that's a big bonus as well to have in here. It makes it a bit practical and not just about driving around town in high speeds. And also, even for the passenger at the back, plenty of leg room, plenty of knee room and headroom as well. So they're going to sit down at the back feeling comfortable. I can't say the same thing though about someone who's sitting in the middle and the back, but if you can fit, you can fit. You have plenty of ports, like I said, so you got USB-C ports at the back and the front as well, and that wireless charging plate at the front as well. So you can charge your devices, your passengers can charge their devices as well, which again is a massive bonus. I just generally love the look of this, the back of it, the quad exhaust on the back, and even the athletic shoulder that you get on the side profile as well. Looks fantastic. This is also sitting on 22-inch alloys as well, so it kind of gives it a nice athletic stance, and it looks very muscular and bold on the road as well, which I really like. But yeah, it's very practical, fast, and it's got a bunch of tech in there as well that you can actually enjoy. In conclusion though, this is a very balanced vehicle in terms of all-round package is very good. So you're looking at plenty of space inside of the car, good sound system, good tech pack in there. There's loads of technology to play with, and there's loads of safety features as well. This can be a fast car when you need it to be, so very sporty and agile and really good on corners and straight and stuff. Very comfortable, you know, there's not, I don't feel uncomfortable at all. There's that's a bonus to have inside of this car for a sporty car, that is. And I think all in all, it's a really good package to have in the car. It looks amazing as well outside. It's got this special orange color, which for the life of me, I've forgotten the actual official name, but I'll leave that on the screen so you guys can see that. But they actually told me what it is, but by the time I got in the car, got excited about driving the car, I've forgotten the official name. But again, like I said, all in all, a really good package. I love what Jaguar are doing here, and they're headed in the right direction as well. He puts it in that bracket of luxurious, expensive, sporty cars. But actually, for an expensive car, this is a bit of an oxymoron, but actually it's reasonably priced in my opinion. So this is something that I would actually buy myself. So that's my conclusion on the Jaguar SVR. Really good tech, which is what I'm all about. I'm happy with that. That gets me really excited to be in the car. But that's it guys for the Jaguar SVR 2021. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you have any questions, drop them there as well. And I'll leave all relevant links in the description area so you guys can check it out, do your own research, for example. And yeah, we can discuss about that. I'm also on Twitter at GadgetsBoy if you guys want to chat to me or ask me any questions as well. If this is your first time around here, please do subscribe, smash the like button, and share it as well if you've enjoyed the video. And also hit that bell notification so you'll be one of the first people to know every time there's a video up on the channel like this, if you like car videos and techie videos as well. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.